Listen up.
It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, Lisa Van Allen did an interview with DJ Vlad. Now, Lisa Van Allen is one of the women that R.Kelly used to have a relationship with, and she was also on Surviving R.Kelly. And here is the claims that she makes about Aaliyah and Aaliyah's mother.
Her mother actually was sexually attracted to him as well, and he said when Aaliyah would go to sleep, this is what he said. He would go in the living room, and him and her would do sexual acts on the couch while Aaliyah was sleeping in the bedroom.
Oh, so maybe this is why Aaliyah's parents have never spoken out themselves.
Makes sense to me.
Why? Why is that story being shared?
I don't know.
What does that story have to do with anything that Lisa Van Allen is talking about? Like what's the tell me what was the point of sharing that story?
I have no idea.
Just stay in the press. I mean, that didn't make no sense to talk about that.
Come on, stop. Let's everybody stick to the matter at hand. The matter at hand is you was being abused sexually by a man for years. Talk about that.
Now, somebody in Chicago called 911, and that person called 911 making claims that there was about to be a mass suicide at R. Kelly's house in Chicago at the Trump Tower. And here's what happened.
And I also need a supervisor, I guess, for threatening suicide. Trump Tower. A call is coming in from the National Traffic Hotline. We got an anonymous call from a says that Arzell, Clearly, and 4 other women who are victims of R. Kelly are planning to carry out a suicide pact.
Now, was that a fake call?
It was a fake call. It turns out that call was from the National Human Trafficking Hotline, by the way, just so you know. And police did show up there, but they said that call was bogus. They said R. Kelly had been meeting with his attorneys for at least 2 hours before the cops even showed up.
What were they trying to accomplish by
I don't know. I guess
having them run up in the house?
They're probably just harassing him now and just
hoping that they find something, maybe something else.
Maybe they're hoping to see something crazy going on with the girls, and then he'll get in trouble for that. Who knows?
Guys, R. Kelly's going to prison. All right, there's no way around this situation. Not this time.
All right, now here's something that you might be excited about. Nelly and Chili, they were talking on BuzzFeed, and they made an announcement about a joint tour that's going to be happening. Tickets for that tour go on sale this Friday. Now, here's what was said.
We're here together because we are going on tour together this summer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you heard that. TLC, Nelly. We're looking very much forward to it, man. You know, we had a pleasure of working together before on a separate tour, but it wasn't ours. Okay. So we decided, since we had so much fun on that one, we decided that we would come together and do our own thing.
Nelly, TLC, and Flo Rida.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, they ain't announced Flo Rida?
Yeah, they did.
Flo Rida's on there. Yeah, Nelly's dope. I was on tour with Nelly. Nelly actually put me on my first tour, me, Fab, Birdman, and A. Marie, and I was on that tour, so shout out to Nelly.
You know why shows like that are dope? Because you don't realize how many hits a guy like Nelly has.
Nelly got tons of them.
Until you go to his show, and you're like, oh, shoot, I did like that record.
Oh,
shoot, I did like that record. Oh, I like that record, too.
Drop down to get to Eagle on
That's
Shar.
what I'm saying. Drop Country Grammar, Hot in Hair, EI.
Pimp Juice, Air Forces.
Air Force One.
Nelly got joints, and you know TLC got joints.
And Flo Rida.
Flo Rida got joints, too. It's not a bad show.
It's like a fun, high-energy show.
Who opens the show? Who closes the show?
Flo Rida opens, TLC closes.
Or does Nelly close?
Nah, Nelly should be in the middle, I think. TLC should close.
Okay. You know, artists always want to close, but sometimes that's not the best thing to do.
I think didn't Nelly have more hits than TLC?
Yeah, but TLC's classic. Like TLC should absolutely close. And then women. Let the black women close. You don't want black women to succeed at all.
Don't say that.
God.
That's not true. He does.
This guy is crazy, man.
He wants him to be moderately successful.
Exactly.
Oh, my goodness. All I said was, I just asked, I said, who had better hits?
You want them to open, don't you?
I didn't,
wow. This guy.
I didn't say that. Don't put
Does
words in my
Chili
mouth.
still have you blocked, Charlamagne?
I have no idea.
She should have you blocked. She definitely should have you blocked.
All right, now, since we're talking about collaborations, and we just told you about that tour that was announced, guess what else has been announced? Drake and Future. You excited for What a Time to Be Alive Part 2?
Excited isn't a word I would use, but I'll listen to it if it drops.
It seemed like they're a couple of years too late, right?
No, why you say that?
I don't even remember when the last one was.
It's 4 years ago.
That was 4 years ago?
Yeah.
God damn, time be flying.
I went to that tour,
Lord
actually.
have mercy.
Where did I go to it at? At the Garden, I think. And by the way, shout out to Meek Mill. I went to go see his show last night here in New York City. He brought Lil Uzi Vert on stage. He brought Fab out. I saw Cash Doll perform. I saw Lil Durk perform. It was packed in there. I think he has another show tonight,
Yeah,
right?
he has another show tonight.
They talk about Meek Mill and Nipsey Hussle doing an album together.
Yes.
excites
That'll be
me.
dope.
That'll be amazing too.
That is something I'm looking forward to hearing. Two tall rappers.
All right, now
That's
let's
what you're
see
into?
if you guys would be interested
Kinky.
in seeing this. Now, this is an artist who, by the way, I used to work for, and he's got a documentary that's premiering at the 2019 Tribeca Film Festival, and that is D'Angelo. All right, it's going to talk about him being a songwriter, a multi-instrumentalist, and then all of a sudden, in 2000, he just disappeared from the spotlight. You guys remember he had the Brown Sugar album. That was amazing. And then it took him quite some time to get everything back together again. And they're going to talk about his haunted past and uncertain future.
When the hell did you work for D'Angelo?
That was when I left working with Wu-Tang. The next job I had, I left to go work for D'Angelo.
What'd you do?
At Virgin Records. I was the general manager of his label, Chiba Sounds.
Then how'd you become a teacher? You did all that and then became a teacher?
No, when I was in school, I did urban education semester, and so I did like a teaching program. So I worked doing English and history.
You didn't know what you wanted to do. You was like, I'm going to try everything.
I always wanted to be a writer. So I was an English major in college. But then when I graduated, you know, my first job was working with Wu-Tang. My second job was working for D'Angelo. That was like the worst job of my life. But it wasn't because of him. He was never in the office. It was the people that worked with him.
So you quit.
Or did you get fired?
It's a longer story, but yes, it was more like getting fired.
Really?
Yeah, there was
Because you
sexual.
refused to rub oil on D'Angelo during the How Does It
How does it feel video?
D'Angelo never used to come to the office. It actually had something more to do with a sexual harassment situation.
Somebody sexually harassed you?
Yes. Somebody made a proposed, said I should have sex with them, and then I actually left the office, and then the next day I got fired.
Man, there's somebody out there sweating right now. Please don't say me. Please don't say me.
Don't say my name. Don't say my name. Don't say my name. Don't say my name. Please, 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 please.
I tell the story all the time,
Say the
though.
name.
Just not here.
No.
All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your Rumor Report. You learn something new every day.